ជំរាបសួរលោកគ្រូនិងមិត្តរូបថ្នាក់ទាំងអស់ថ្ងៃនេះជាថ្ងៃ8កើតខែអាសត់ឆ្នាំម្សាញ់ពុទ្ធសករាជ2536ត្រូវនៅថ្ងៃអង្គារទី30ខែកញ្ញាគ្រិស្តសករាជ2025បាទខ្ញុំបាទឧរខាសប្តាហ៍ថ្ងៃរស់នៅប្រទេសបារាំងសេសខ្ញុំសូមធ្វើលំហាត់ជូនលោកគ្រូថ្នាក់ ENG 099មេរៀនទី5ស្ដីអំពីការសន្ទនាជាមួយនឹង AI. Hello, I would like to learn English through the philosophical text and I want to have some help from you.
Which one?
Here you go.
All right, Hegel. His stuff's dense, but let's dive in. What text are you thinking phenomenology of spirit, logic, or something else? And what kind of help do you need? Breaking down a concept, tying it to your project, or just wrestling with his wordy prose?
Here are the paragraph. Sing on it. The idea of nothingness is mind-boggling. But before you give up on it, think of yourself. Weren't you once nothing? Think of a moment a long time ago, maybe when the dinosaurs walked on Earth. What were you then? Were you something or nothing? If you were nothing, when exactly did you become yourself? If you were always something, what and where were you?
That's a lot. You're pulling from Simone Critchley's riff on Hegel, right? That passage leans hard into Hegel's dialectic of being and nothingness, poking at the paradox of identity. Let's unpack it. Were you nothing before you existed? Hegel might say being and nothingness aren't opposites, but moments in the same process. Your existence as Roca is just a point where nothing negates itself into something. Back to the dinosaur question. You weren't you then, but the potential for your being was already there, like a seed in the absolute. Want to dig deeper into how Hegel resolves this, when and what, or zoom in on a specific part of that paradox?
Can you sum up your explanation to one or two sentences?
Hegel's idea is that you weren't nothing before you existed, but a potential in the absolute, where being and nothingness flip into each other to form your identity as Roca. Want me to simplify it even more or apply it to that Simonette paragraph?
Who is Simonette?
You mean Simone Critchley, right? I think there might be a mix-up. Simonette isn't ringing a bell in this context, but Critchley's a philosopher who loves riffing on Hegel, especially that nothingness bit you quoted. He's big on continental philosophy, writes stuff like that vibes with your passage. If you meant someone else by Simonette, clue me in. Otherwise, shall we stick with Critchley and Hegel's head-spinning ideas?
Can you explain to me what is mind-boggling?
Mind-boggling means something so confusing or overwhelming, it feels like it's scrambling your brain, like trying to wrap your head around Hegel's being-nothingness flip, or why dinosaurs don't make you blink at distance. Got a specific part of that Simonette passage that's got you stumped?
Now let us move forward. Let's study another paragraph.
Which one?
Where did the universe come from? Throughout history, people all around the world have looked up at the starry sky and wondered where this big, beautiful universe could have come from. For many people like Leibniz here, the question leads to supreme being like God. For others, like Cross and Russell, here and here, it leads to nothing. Still others philosophers insist that the universe didn't come from anywhere because it has always existed. Impossible, you may think.
Oh, that's a juicy one. The universe's origin, God, nothing, or eternal. Leibniz, like many, argued for a necessary first cause to avoid infinite regress, pointing to a supreme being. Craig, I'm guessing you meant him, not Cross, pushes a cosmological argument for God, while Russell's like, why assume a cause at all? The universe just is. Others, like some ancient Greeks or modern physicists, say it's eternal, no beginning needed. Each view wrestles with why there's something rather than nothing. Which angle grabs you? Leibniz's God, Russell's defiance, or the infinite universe idea?
Russell define.
Bertrand Russell, 20th century philosopher, logic nerd, and atheist who'd say, the universe doesn't need a cause like God to exist. It's just there, no explanation required. His take in your paragraph vibes with his, why is there something rather than nothing? But he leans toward, don't assume a first cause. Let's study what God seems. Want me to contrast his view with Leibniz or unpack how he'd argue against God as the universe's origin?
No, that's all for today. Thank you so much for your help.
Anytime. See you when you're ready for more.